Some say that if you look at the all-new Peugeot 408 from the back, it looks a bit like the Lamborghini Urus. I think there's a bit of truth to that statement. Anyway, this car's been launched in Malaysia. There's 3 variants with a starting price of 146,000 ringgit. Let's have a look at it. First things first, let's address what the 408 is. So this is a C-segment, fastback, crossover, and in Malaysia we have 3 variants. So there's the Allure, there's the Premium, and there's the GT. The Allure costs 146,000 ringgit, the Premium costs 166,000 ringgit, while this GT right here costs 196,000 ringgit. The GT is a bit different at the front as it gets a set of matrix LED headlights. If I'm being honest, I think this front end looks a bit busy. If it wasn't for the fangs right here, you wouldn't be able to decide where to look first. These days we've seen new and unique wheel designs, but I think that nothing quite tops what you see on the 408 GT right here. So Peugeot refers to this wheel as the disruptive design wheel, and I think that it has at least disrupted my view on wheels. It looks a bit weird at first, but it is nicely aggressive. I do think that it is pretty good looking. On the GT, these wheels are 20 inches in size, and the other 2 variants get 18-inch wheels with different designs. As for the tires, if you're particular about that, the GT gets a set of Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric 5 tires. Overall, I think that it is a very good looking car, very aggressive, and it looks ready for action. For a sub 200,000 ringgit car, its creases are really elaborate and dramatic. I mean, just look at the rear bumper protrusion right here. It looks like a new car is being birthed from the rear end as we speak. Powering the car is a 1.6-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine that makes quite a lot of power for its capacity. So it makes 218 horsepower and 300 Newton meters of torque. Looking at its transverse orientation, you can tell that this is a front-wheel drive car. The transmission in use is an 8-speed automatic. Inside, I must say that this is one of the more exciting interiors of a car despite the lack of any bizarre color combinations. The dashboard line sits a bit high. There's a good use of suede on the dashboard and the door trims. And you know what? Inside the typical Peugeot, you would get this extraterrestrial sort of feeling where the cabin just encapsulates you and makes you feel like you're going somewhere special. Typical of a Peugeot as well, the steering wheel is a small steering wheel, and this is because the car wants you to look over the steering wheel to look at the instrument cluster. Speaking of the instrument cluster, there are 3 screens inside the 408 GT. So the first one was that instrument cluster, and in the 408 GT this is a special screen which gets a 3D quartz effect. Second screen is a 10-inch head unit, which is right here. It does get some navigation, it does get some 360-degree view, and the special screen in the 408 GT is the bottom screen right here, right underneath the head unit, and it is for your custom shortcuts. So this third screen is special for the 408 GT only. In the Premium and the Allure, it is a different type of control panel with an interesting swirling knob. Now underneath the panel or the screen you get some physical buttons, which is nice. There's a wireless mobile phone charger, there's your engine start button right here, a USB-C port, 2 cup holders with a cover, and a mediumly sized armrest storage box. A few things in here are for the range-topping GT variant only, like the 360-degree view camera, the massage seats, this 3D quartz display for the instrument cluster, and the focal hi-fi system. In the second row, I must say that legroom is plenty, although headroom is a bit tight since this is a fastback. After all, there are some conveniences at the back right here, like these pocket nets behind the front seats. There's 2 USB-C ports, there's 2 air vents, and in the GT at least, there is an armrest with 2 cup holders and what I presume is a phone holder. There's also a ski hatch in the 408 GT. As for luxuries, thankfully the back door also gets a suede trim right here. You can also see the focal speaker right there. It's part of the focal hi-fi sound system. Just to remind you again, this is a fastback, so the boot opens all the way up to the roof right there. Boot space is over 530 litres, and what's a bit weird in the 408 GT is that it doesn't get a spare wheel. And that's not because it's a hybrid or anything. There is just a subwoofer underneath the boot floor right here. The Premium and the Allure get spare wheels. You might also notice that this GT gets a powered tailgate, and this is a GT exclusive feature. Premium and Allure get manual tailgates. For more information on the Peugeot 408, head on to AutoBuzz.my.